Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tolishio. I'm a Nigerian based in South Africa and I make content on lifestyle generally, relationship gist and all that. And I also make DIYs on natural skincare formulations. So guys, I got a DM from a beautiful lady recently before I took my short break from YouTube. Although I've responded to her, but I also thought it would be very nice if I actually share with you guys as well. So I asked for her consent if I could, and she gave me the go ahead. So I felt like, okay, why not? Because recently I also saw a post on the social media space as regards something close to that. So I feel like, okay, it's high time we start discussing this. High time we start using this platform as well to also share more knowledge as regards marriage. Guys, I am an advocate for healthy relationship, but all the same, in as much as I want you guys to stay in your marriage, then it has to be a non-toxic relationship. If the moment you start exhibiting a lot of toxic signs, then guys, the ball is in your court. I'm not going to tell you to leave, and I'm also not going to tell you to keep staying in such a relationship. I'm going to be reading the message to you guys, and I will appreciate your opinion as well in the comment section below. And this is what the message says. Hello sis, hope you're well. Please, I have something I've been going through, and if you don't mind me sharing with you for your advice, I just watched your video on unhappy marriage. I must say you're really doing a good job on YouTube with your videos. Oh, thank you. I wish I knew something before. Maybe I would not have married my husband. Hmm. This is my fourth year in marriage, and I have not really been happy since. Let me say a few weeks after our wedding. Each time I ask him why he's so cold towards me, he will say it is work. It's because it became worse after I had my baby 3 years ago. Since then, he doesn't act like the man I know anymore. When anything happens, he just snap at me, even in front of his family. That's the first part, guys. Guys, what do you think? Like I said, I've given her my response. But all the same, I feel like sometimes one of the things that causes problem in a relationship or marriage sometimes is it's not just about cheating. Yes, it's not just infidelity. Sometimes you see, a little respect goes a long way. A man who truly cherishes you, a man who truly loves you, will not disrespect you in front of his family, in front of his friends, in front of his people. He will never disrespect you, no matter what happens. Even if they tell him you did something unexpected, he will still have your back first and then come back to you to sort it out. I don't know if I'm wrong, guys. If I'm wrong, please share your opinion in the comment section, like I said. So now let's continue the chat. He didn't allow me go to work since day one. He said he can take care of his family on his own. I'm sure the family she's referring to is herself and their children should they have. When I observed his being cold towards me and our daughter, I pleaded with him to please allow me to look for a job so that I can support the family because I thought maybe it's the responsibilities that's overwhelming him. But he rebuked me immediately and stopped talking to me for over a week. Wow. Wow. For over a week. Yeah, I understand that. When it comes to relationship, there's this friendly malice we keep, when we have issues with each other, but for a week. Don't you think that's becoming too much? Yes, for somebody you love, like, how can you stay a day without talking to this person? Let's even assume 24 hours is small. 48 hours in fact, 48 hours is even too much. And you want to kill me? Let's get back into the chat. Last year, I suggested we try for another baby so that we can wrap up on childbearing, but he said no. And since then, I've been the one that begs him to have sex with him anytime. It is well. Sometimes he objects, sometimes he answers, and even in the act, you can tell that he's not really into it. He just come in, he just come in me, he just come in me And few minutes after, I'm sure there was a typo error there, it's done. Like, I'm sure what she's trying to say is it just goes in like that without any knock knock, you understand? And the way it goes in, it just, and it's done. It just get up to sleep or goes to the living room. Hmm. Now, let me start from where she said he didn't allow her to work. Some men are like that. Too. Some men likes their wife to be home. Some men prefer that their wives are housewives. But me, me are the type that will say, even if your husband wants you to stay at home, you, stylishly be doing something on the side that even though you're not living home, but you're still running a business. Like there's so many businesses you can run, like so many that even the capital is not even as much as something that will. I don't know how to put it, but there's so many businesses I know that you can run from home, from the comfort of your home, and you will still have time for your family. There's so many that even the capital to even start up, like the money for the startup is not even as much as that. At the end of the day, you know that no matter how small, something is coming to your hand. And at the end of the month, you know, there's some things you can get without even asking your husband. There's some things you can, even for your children. It's so honorable when you do that. Some men, even the same man that tells you not to work, by the time you start doing that, as long as you're not going out, you work with dispatch riders that comes to your home to pick up orders and they deliver. In fact, that's the beauty about social media these days. You get to operate everything. At least if you can spend time on social media space, checking out other blogs, checking out the gossip blogs and all that, and you can as well use that time, spend it on running a business, no matter how small. Rome was not built in a day. You can just start something small. That is what I feel. So I understand the part of the man not wanting her to work. Maybe he feels like, okay, he doesn't want to stress her, or maybe he feels like, because some men are so funny, some men can be the type that actually don't want the woman to be better off. Yes, there's some men like that. I don't know if you've seen such men, but I'm sure there are some men. I've seen cases like that. That some men don't want their wives or their partner to work because they know that once they start anything, boom, they are gone. Like they do well, and some men cannot stand such success. They are intimidated. I'm trying to be honest here. Like I said, I've given them my response, but all the same, I'm still trying to be honest here because I know there are some other ladies as well like this that are going through the same thing. I don't have a perfect home as well. So I'm not here as a relationship expert or a home expert or a marriage expert. I'm here like somebody who understands what she's going through. Yes, because I've seen cases like that and I understand what she's going through. She said the man feels overwhelmed and she doesn't know what causes it, but she's already feeling like it could be the responsibility. And actually, it could be that. Yes, that is the more reason why she actually needs to start doing something for herself on the side, even if the man says no. As long, I'm sure by the time the man realizes that, okay, what she's doing, she's actually not going anywhere. She does it from home as well. And at the end of the week, whatever amount she makes, she shows the man will be proud of her. The same man that tells you not to do anything will still be happy that you are earning something. Because for somebody who is feeling overwhelmed already, we never can tell what is actually causing that. What triggers that we don't know. You understand? So, and then in the course of that man acting funny, you brought up the idea of let's have more babies. Sis, don't you feel like you're being inconsiderate at that moment? Because first of all, you need to find out why your man is unstable at the moment. Not permit me to use the word unstable because he's not really himself. You need to understand why he's in that situation before you start bringing up let's have babies. Like, are you for real? Those are part of the things I told her. Like, you shouldn't take time first of all to know this because I've realized that men most of the time, men hide their feelings, men hide their pain, even when they are going through a lot. They still put up that shoulder pad. Like, yes, I'm the man. Everything is going on well, and deep down, they are crying. Deep down, they have their moments when you are fast asleep on the side. They are awake, crying out. Yes, there are some men like that. They don't just want you to see that part of them. It is it is a man style of I don't know how to put it, but it's just a man style of doing their thing. Like it's their way. So you don't know what is going through. You don't know if you are the cause. You don't know if there's a responsibility at home and all that. And then you are bringing up baby issues as well. Who does that? And then she said he no longer talks about having, wanted to do the do with her. And she's the one who always comes up with it. And when she even does that, he just and then you get, and I'm like, I understand. If it is not that the man is overwhelmed with the responsibilities at home, then it's probably something else because it's not easy, even if you're hungry. For some men that me I know, even if they're hungry, when it comes to that doing the do, they're not hungry at that moment. Yes, they're not hungry. So if they're hungry at that moment, you need to find out what is the cause. Because what he sees at the moment is that, okay, you are insisting on wanting to have another child, whereas maybe the one you guys, because like she said they already have a daughter. So maybe the one they even have, maybe the daughter they have, the man can hardly provide. Maybe the kind of life he wants the family to have is not what they have at the moment, and she is already proposing having another baby. So to me, I feel like it doesn't make sense for real to not first of all find out what is happening before you bring up the issue of having another child. So if it's coming in like that and it's going out like that, then something is wrong. And for now, I would say she just cut off the idea of wanting to have another child. Now let's go to the next one. She said, just 3 weeks ago, I got to find out another woman is pregnant for him. I've actually forgotten the part that this man actually impregnated somebody else. Let's continue. I got to find out another woman is pregnant for him. And in their chat, I see how he loves the woman and unborn child a lot when he barely creates a father and daughter time with our daughter. Wow. I confronted him about the proofs, and at first he denied that it's a friend. Yo. And later he said he is sorry I got to find out like that, but he never promised me from the beginning that he won't marry another woman. Wow. If he wants to. During the confrontation with him, I realized the lady is even in a rented apartment he got for her. And sometimes he claims he needs to work extra time at work or travel. I know that I don't know what to do. Permit me, guys. I don't know what to do as I am also 2 months pregnant and I am already contemplating on aborting this baby. But I'm scared. Guys, what do you think? The same baby she wants, now she has it in her womb, and she just found out the man impregnated another woman, got her an apartment, always talking about always confessing how much he loves the woman in the chat, according to her. She said, I am helpless and I don't know who to talk to. I have cried and asked God why he'll let this happen to me. I don't know who to talk to. My parents are late and my brothers and sister hardly have time to even listen to me because they also have their own family and they are focused on them. So guys, that's the end of the chat. And what do you guys think? Please share your opinion in the comment section, because when I asked her how everything is going and all that, and she said she said he hardly comes home, according to her, because I recently asked her before I shared this. So she told me, she's still pregnant. She didn't abort it because when I responded to her, I pleaded with her not to get rid of the pregnancy and let's see what God will do. And since then, I've been supporting her in my own best way by praying with her. So he said he hardly sleeps at home. Like He comes home just once in a while, like sometimes in a month, he only comes home like twice, but he keeps sending them money and all that. Guys, what do you think? Please share your opinion in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you remember, I said, for a man who is already having attitude, who is looking like he's acting like he's unstable, there's more to it. Is either he's overwhelmed with the responsibilities or something else is going on. And guys, as you can see, it's because of another woman. Yes, it's because of another woman. I don't know what to say right now in this video because I've given her my own opinion. And my opinion is that I remember the first question I asked her was, where did you guys meet? Some people might say it's too late, but it's not too late, guys. There are some mistakes that can still be corrected. Where did you guys meet? Did your parents approve of the relationship? Like, were they still alive when you guys started? And she told me they were already late, which I understand that. So many times when young ladies want to make some decisions when it comes to a relationship, we hardly seek opinions of the elders. We hardly seek the opinions of our older ones, of our parents. We are mostly blinded by love and we just go ahead. You know, when the man tells you, I love you, I can do this, I can do that, we just go ahead. So sometimes the absence of the parents in some people's life, it causes a lot of damage. I'm just using this medium to just pray for every mothers that you will live to eat the fruit of your labor. And when your children need you in their life, you will not be found wanting. I don't know where that is coming from, but you know, I feel like the absence of the parent actually caused a lot of damage to her. So she told me they met at a friend's party and all that, and from there they became friends, started talking, and from one thing to another, she started. And according to her, they've even been having issues before they got married, and she still went ahead with the marriage. That's one thing, guys. I always say from the beginning, the red flags is always there, but also there are some mistakes that can be amended. As it is now, I can never tell her to go and abort the baby because what if the presence of the baby is what is going to even resolve the whole issue? But guys, how about the one that's outside? How about the woman outside? How about the child outside? Are we going to say, God forbid anything bad happens to that one? But as it is, maybe she will have to live with being a second wife because she doesn't even know if the woman has even been there from the beginning. And that is the case with some people. You don't find out some things you're supposed to find out before you settle with a man and all that. And then when it happens later, it's always like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. We see cases like that that happen on the social media space. How even some men, some couples that have been married together for years, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, he comes with another woman. For instance, look at Yul Edochie, as himself and his wife for years. When he had nothing, they started like young couples who fell in love back then. And then today, the same young couples who were like, they can't do without each other, has ended up marrying another person, impregnated, and even having another child, and even gone as far as even paying the dowry for another woman. So that is where you will know if there's a mistake in this issue, then he wouldn't rent her a house. He wouldn't be confessing love to her. He wouldn't be telling her how much he loves her and all that. He wouldn't even stay away from home. Yes, guys, he wouldn't stay away from home. Those are part of things that I see that are wrong, and I feel like, okay, it seems this lady actually didn't do diligent findings and all that before she went ahead into the relationship. Like the guy might just have a fling on her from the beginning, from the get-go, and she doesn't understand that from the guy wanting to spend the rest of his life with her. So, like I said, I would love to hear from you guys on the comment section. I've given her my own opinion already, my own response, and I've been following up with her since then. So guys, let me hear from you in the comment section below. Don't let this stop you from falling in love. Don't let this stop you from building a home with a man. But please, before you do that, Do all your findings. Be sure God is leading you to that man. Be sure God wants you both to be together, so that when storms happen, when storm happens, those are the moments that you get to know if this man or if this woman is actually for me, so that when storms happen, you guys will keep standing. If you have watched this video to this very moment, thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do want to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you'll be notified. Till I see you guys in my next video. God bless you guys. Bye.